Victims have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant.
The legs.
Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't leave this at home.
Hello, everybody. Echo. Okay, right. Yes, cool. Hello, everyone. We are here. We're doing another bit of the guest booking again for a charity, and our guest today has been a friend of the channel in the past. Helped out with the original charity stream we did for the Beats and Cancer charity. Please welcome Northern Irish-based referee HayleyTheTiny. She's tiny and a ref. She's a tiny ref.
I'm a tiny ref. I am. Hello, everyone.
Hello. We're going to do some booking.
We are.
And
which is great, considering I'm a ref.
yeah. Well, funnily enough, we've had a few bookers on, and they're all near the bottom of the table.
Oh.
Well, my friend Maya is currently in second place. She was actually top for a long time until Andrew Everett beat her score just the other week. And she's not even involved in wrestling. She's just a pal.
That was amazing. I think it's always the ones that you don't expect.
So we're just to say a wee bit first about the charity we've picked for this one, the Trevor Project, which basically offers crisis intervention services to at-risk LGBTQ youth, and which is amazing work because they're a very at-risk group. I mean, you only need to. Not that they are just statistics, but if you look at the statistics, you can see that. So if you watch the stream and you enjoy it, and you think, oh, I'd like to sub or donate or whatever, give it to them instead, because they need the help more than we do right now. So, also, if you Hayley, can you mute the stream?
Yeah, the screen is muted.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a weird echo sometimes. No worries.
Hold on, I've got them.
Have you got headphones in?
That's what I'm going to do now. That's why I was like, oh. Yeah, let me get the headphones.
There we go, is that better?
That's better. I'll probably need to turn you down now, but
I'm so loud. Hello to everyone in chat. I see you. We've got that Canadian bird, not Adam.
No, I'm
that
Adam.
One Cameron zebra. Oh, another zebra.
Canadian seaweed. Hello. So we're going to let Hayley do a wee bit of booking.
Well, I'll be wrapping my own card.
Yeah, so I know who the first name you're going to give me is based on our roster. Let's get that boring stuff out of the way first. Will you be reffing your own card? If it gives me her as one of the refs to use, then absolutely yes.
It's like Inception. I'm here, but I'm reffing, but I'm not, but I'm booking.
So we'll have a quick look at our roster.
Yes, let me see. I've got my notepad. I am ready.
So, should be mostly names that you should be familiar with.
Yeah.
So we got Jackie Grady.
Okay.
We got Dino Winwood.
Yeah.
We've got Hannah Kimura. Since
Wrestler.
all of the donations we had last week went to the Samaritans in her memory.
Yeah.
We have Alexander Darwin McAllen, ADM. We have Ashley Vega.
Yeah.
We have Brent Carter, my friend who hasn't actually debuted yet. He was meant to debut this month, and obviously things happened.
Yeah.
We have Debbie Keitel.
Yes, Queen.
We have Gene Money. We have Jayla Dark. We have Killer Kelly.
Hey.
We have Krieger and Liu King Sharp. We have Lily Faye, who's a Dutch wrestler based out of New Zealand.
Okay.
Very lovely woman on Twitter as well. We have
Yes.
Manlin. We have Sarah Marie Taylor.
Yep.
We have Viper. And we have Miro, the former Rusev.
Okay.
And we've also got a handful of stables.
Okay.
So we've got the Clout Chasers, which is mostly younger American wrestlers. So
Yes.
we've got Andrew Everett, Jody Summers, who's a good young lad, Josh Fuller, lovely young man, and Joshua Wells, who's one of the lads, the newer sort of graduates from the Chikara School.
Oh, awesome.
We have the Face Paint Perverts,
Oh, Raven.
which is Rosemary,
Yep.
Raven Creed,
Okay.
and NL Slip, who's actually a made-up guy that got added in based on a streaming group that helped us out with the Beats and stream.
Very cool.
He's like a meme character from their streams that we put in for a laugh. We have the Toast Perverts, which is Amy Alonzi, Emily Hayden, and Johnny Blood, who's again part of that streaming group. I have unfortunate news that Emily Hayden is injured in the game. Which sucks, because I know she would have been the first name on your list.
Yep. Oh.
Who was it? Can anyone remember who injured her? I think it was Willow Nightingale from Chikara.
Oh.
And we have
Bitch.
the Wakanda Dynasty, which is
Okay.
Aisha Raymond, Sugar Dunkerton, and token white guy Jam O'Malley, who was added in at the request of Aisha to be like their like Owen Hart with the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, who else would you like to try and get?
Oh my gosh.
I hope your mum's doing alright, Jen.
Yeah, I've just seen that.
You know where I am if you ever need to talk.
We're sending all the love. All the love. Oh my god, there's so many to pick from.
This is just the free agents bit for Europe, by the way.
Okay, thank goodness. So much to take in.
I mean, if there's any names like, oh, you said Justy.
Do we have a Justy?
We do have a Justy.
Oh, we've got no TT. Oh.
Yeah, I made it. Well,
Oh my gosh.
apart from Max did Star and Scotty Davis, and the Tucker. The Tucker's a new one.
Yeah.
Scotty Davis
my
has got
God.
all the belts.
Yeah, it's got literally all of them. Let's see. Yeah, Justy's fine. I'm looking at my list here. And we can do WWE as well, can we?
Yep. So we've got quite a lot of companies in the game.
We do.
So besides all like the free agents bits, we have so we've got WWE, New Japan, AEW, Ring of Honor, AAA, Impact, All Japan, Stardom, CMLL, DDT, Noah, Chikara, GCW, Dragon Gate, OTT, and Eve.
Oh, let me see. Let's see, pop back to the Eve one there a wee minute.
Could somebody, like, I noticed Chainsaw's put in a few of the channel point request things. Could somebody write those down so I don't forget them? Alright. Yeah, for some reason they signed EC3 in the game.
He's got EC3. Let me see. I'm just looking up my list.
There was a Nightingale as well, but they released her for some reason.
Oh,
And signed EC3 instead.
right. So, how many matches have we got?
You can have up to 10 matches.
Oh god.
Like, you don't need to have that many, but that's like the maximum amount.
Yeah. What do we normally go for on stream?
It's usually somewhere between 6 and 10.
Yeah. We'll go
And
first.
also, just so you know, this mode for whatever reason doesn't have triple threat or 4-way matches.
Okay.
So it's just like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4.
Yeah, okay. So, I've got a singles match ready.
Alright.
Um, yeah, go back to WWE, sorry for me.
Yeah, and it is basically like current WWE. So
Yeah.
whereas the
so-
free agents bits have some like legends and stuff in them as well.
Yeah.
So if there's a specific WWE name you want, I'll have them here.
Okay, there's a tag match in my head.
Alright.
Is Rockstar in it? Rockstar Spud?
He'll be in free agents, but yeah, he
Yeah.
is in the game. Because like I started the save back when everyone thought he was released, so
Yeah.
yep, he's in.
He's in. Let's see. Got just a Asuka.
Oh yeah, for some reason they released Asuka. I know. I was
What?
furious as well.
They're crazy.
Where is she? That's not that Asuka, that's other Asuka.
Different Asuka.
Yeah. Oh wait, she might be in America since like that's where WWE's based.
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. We have us an Asuka.
Becky Lynch.
I think we can get Becky Lynch. I hope we can get Becky Lynch.
Yep. Good Becky.
Got her?
Do we have a Jordan Devlin?
We should
Do we
do.
know? Yes.
Got
Okay,
him.
I've got another singles. I'm trying to think because I forget that there's the cost to them as well, so I'm like trying to.
Oh, don't worry about the money. Money's not real in this
Okay.
game. I can just
Oh my
make
gosh.
more.
Oh, it's okay. Looking at all the names, looking at all the names, looking at all the names. Do we have Okada?
Kazuchika Okada.
Yes.
So, like, the first time we booked him, we put him up against Gene Money. Yeah,
Here he
yeah,
is.
for some reason, New Japan released him and Naito.
Oh my gosh, what are they all doing?
No idea.
Who am I thinking? We have Cody Rhodes. That's my boy. My top boy.
Jesus, how many of the AEW roster are injured?
Oh, well, not ask that question. Let's see how many. Oh
So
gosh.
Austin
most-
Gunn, Big Swole, Colt Cabana, QT Marshall, Rio. Yeah, just those ones, but still, that's quite a lot.
That, yeah. What have we got? Do we have Pac?
Yep. Got him.
Who am I gonna put against that one?
See, I like this. You're being like proper meticulous.
I'm like thinking because I've got a wee notepad here that I'm writing them all down in. I'm like, if I could do this. So I've got 3 singles. I'm gonna have another tag. So it's all like, so it's singles and then it's 2 on 2, 3 on 3, 4 on 4.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can have like there's no limit to like if you wanted they could all be singles matches or tag matches. Like you can have as many of each type of match as you want.
Yeah. Let me see. So that's gonna be a tag and that's gonna be a singles. But who am I gonna put him against?
That's right, not Adam. He is a bastard. See, if you're saying it right, you can't have the R. It's got to be like proper Geordie, no R. Same way as if you're in Newcastle and you say Metro, you're not allowed to pronounce the T.
Okay.
It's like Metro.
Oh my gosh, let's see. Scroll down that list for me in there, EW. Oh, I could have forget. Okay. Orange Cassidy?
We had him against
love
the
him.
Bear the other day.
How did that go?
Surprisingly competitive.
Okay, we're just gonna do that one. Okay, and then just my tag. So I'm nearly at 6 matches. I've just got a tag team to sort.
Okay.
Who am I gonna do? Pop back to WWE for me. Thank you. Who we're gonna get? We are gonna get. Finn Balor.
Got him.
I'm gonna have who's the real name? Do we have a Pete Dunne?
We should do. No Pete Dunne. We can't get him.
Okay.
Like he is there, but he didn't want to
Who's there?
wrestle for us.
Oh, that's okay. Let us go for. Oh, who's in my head there? Matt Riddle. And the last 2 is Valkyrie, Aoife.
Who was that? Sorry.
Valkyrie.
Ah, Aoife.
Yeah. And Millie.
Hello, Robbie Rebel. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, I know Robbie. Hi, Robbie.
So is that that you good? That's your who you want?
Yeah, that's 6 matches I have in my head. Yeah,
All right.
or written down on paper.
All right. I mean, you are allowed more, but you know, it's up to you.
Yeah, if I think of any more. But well, yeah, we'll go for yeah.
All right. Very quickly, I'm going to try and make a thing happen here.
You're okay. Don't worry. I'll say hello to Robbie and everyone in chat. Thanks for all tuning in. I'm having so much fun already.
So,
I feel the pressure, like I feel like the stress of booking this card, even though I know it's like on stream. I'm like, oh.
so like, yeah, what I'm trying to do here is
Yeah.
when you start booking a show in this mode, of the referees you have in the game, it just gives you like a random selection of them. Ah, there you are.
Yay! Ref! Tiny ref in the house.
So, what is your opening contest?
It's gonna be Justy. I love a Justy. Versus Debbie Keitel.
Oh, you're just shitstorming here.
I've always wanted to see it, so
You love to see it.
yeah. Second, we're gonna have a tag match,
All right,
and it's gonna be Amy Alonzi.
our girl.
Yep,
Big match aims.
Amy with Becky Lynch.
Oh, I like it.
Yep. Versus Asuka.
And
Hannah Kimura.
oh, that I would watch the hell out of that.
Yep. Get the toasters out. Okay, third match. We are gonna go singles,
All right.
and it's gonna be Rockstar Spud versus Jordan Devlin.
Ooh. Ah, quite an apropos match.
Mm-hmm. Just off the back of all the cruiserweight title. Fourth match is another singles, and we're gonna have Okada versus Pac.
Jeez. You're not messing about with this card.
No man. I would pay money to go and see this card if I could. Let's see. Our fifth match is a tag match. And it's going to be Finn Balor.
What gears has he got? Oh.
Oh.
We're going Demon Finn.
Yep, go Demon Finn.
And
Valkyrie.
quite a peculiar team, I like it.
Versus Matt Riddle and Millie McKenzie. Because originally I paired her up with Pete, but we couldn't get Pete, so his past tag team partner will do. And then our singles match is gonna be Cody Rhodes versus Orange Cassidy.
Alright. There we go. And we do have room for more. So...
We'll do one more? Yeah, we'll do one more.
We do have a champion.
Yes.
Our champion is currently Rosemary.
Okay, put Rosemary in and we'll put her against Aisha. There we go.
Put the title on the line.
Oh yeah. If Aisha wins this, she owes me a hug in real life.
I'm sure she will.
She's had me up on her shoulders before for a picture. I'm sure she'd prefer a hug this time.
There we go.
Robbie slobbering about Jordan Devlin and his massive head. Leave Jordan Devlin alone. He's a very nice man.
He is actually. Met him when he was at Discovery.
Yeah.
Thank you, Knucklemoose, for the host. Appreciate it.
Yay! Thanks, Uncle Moose.
So anyone just tuning in, we're here. We have replaced the donation link below with a donation link for the Trevor Project, which provides crisis intervention for at-risk LGBTQ youth. Anything with any acronym that's longer than 3 letters, I always stumble. Well, I trip over my words at the best of times anyway. But yeah, it's a fantastic cause. So if you're here and you're enjoying this, oh, thank you, Jen. If you're here, you enjoy this, and you think, oh, I'd like to sub or donate or whatever, give it to them instead, because they do great work and they need it more than we do. Also, announcement, because I was telling Hayley about this before we went live. So we've got a few streams coming up. So tomorrow I'm going to be on Jordan's channel. He's obviously, most of you know him, he's a friend of this channel. His channel, Fair City Hooligan, they're going to be doing a charity one tomorrow. It's going to be a wrestling pub quiz. I'm one of the people he's managed to line up to be on it, as well as a group of local wrestlers from companies like PBW, FPWA, and the money from that is going to be going to Capability Scotland, who basically provide care for people with disabilities and the elderly. Then on Sunday, I'm going to have on Sean Walker, former wrestler who now produces promos for wrestlers. If you've watched NXT UK recently, you'll have seen him. He does the what do you call them, Gallus promos. On Monday, we're going to have my friend Stu, who runs the Friends Wrestle account on Twitter. And on Wednesday, and nobody but Hayley knows this one yet, we're going to have Christopher fucking Saint. I know, yeah, I guess on Sunday we've got Faye Jackson. And all the money, we've still to work out charities for the other ones, but on the Faye Jackson one, the money from that will go to the GoFundMe for the Breonna Taylor Justice for Breonna Taylor campaign, which is a cause that she picked herself. I know it's one very close to her heart, so hopefully if people come in for that, we can raise a wee bit of money for them. But enough with the heavy stuff, on with the show. Justy versus Debbie Keitel. Now, this isn't the first time that they've been booked in a match opposite each other on the stream.
Oh.
But the other one was a tag match.
Okay.
And it was Justy and Looking Sharp versus Krieger and Debbie Keitel. Because of the whole, like, I really wanted them to do like Krieger and Justy to do like a mirror scene thing or something.
Yeah.
And I said to, I can't remember who was it that booked. I think it was Raven Creed that booked that actually. I remember saying at the time, like, before everything went down, like, Justy had posted a promo on Twitter, and like I just saw, like, you know, the thumbnail for it with his face,
yeah, and
I legitimately thought it was Krieger at first.
We love Justy.
Oh yeah, he seems like a really good dude. I've never had the pleasure of meeting him, but
he is just the best. Same with Debbie. Absolutely.
There we go. And you're the ref.
I'm the ref!
With as close hair as I could get to yours in the game.
You're good. Oh my goodness. The little queens.
And it's the same with, like, trying to do Debbie Keitel, because there's no, like, checkerboard pattern. So...
yeah. Oh. I don't know who's... Oh my god! He's out! That was... Oh.
You see our newest sponsor on the centre of the ring, Lit Cola, which is actually the name of a sponsor in the game that it gives you.
Amazing.
I've really wanted that gym. I actually wanted to make a ref, and I wanted it to be the dwarf from Twin Peaks, but I couldn't get him small enough.
Oh my gosh. You should see like me once one of the wrestlers get in the ring, and I mean we have Tron over here who's 7 foot something,
Right.
and I'm wrapping him, and I'm 5'2", and it's like just looking up at him like, oh god, he's gonna squash me. Gotta get real.
I mean, it's not that tiny. I mean, you're like,
It's not, but compared to a 7'2", 7'3" giant, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty tall.
I mean, there's a lot of the sort of women wrestlers in Scotland and Ireland that aren't that much taller than that.
Yeah, we're all around the same height, bless us. Unfortunately, I got my small jeans from my dad's side, and everyone else in my family got the tall jeans from my mum's side.
See, it's kind of like that in my family because like my mum and my sister are 5'2",
Yeah.
and like I'm 6'1".
I know,
And-
it's strange then.
I know, like my dad wasn't that tall. He was like maybe like 5'8" or something.
Yeah. Oh my god, see, because I've got my height, and then the other reference is that I have really tiny feet.
Right. Okay.
So I'm only a size 2 in feet.
That's good though, because like they make some like rad kids shoes. And
Yeah, I have welly boots that light up when I run. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's great. See, I
They're
wish I had
frozen.
that.
I wish they could sing.
See, I've got pure massive feet, so I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, no frozen welly boots that I wish would sing, but don't. But they still light up when I run about in them, so it absolutely works.
I've got a pair of like Adventure Time docks. They're like purple, and it's Lumpy Space Princess.
Go on, Debbie, finish it.
Oh, you're a ref. You're maybe impartial.
I'm double duty in it. Oh my gosh, I really wish I could see this match in real life. This would make me so happy.
We're going to try and get Debbie back on at some point.
Yeah.
And like one of the matches she wants to book is Justy versus the Bear.
Yes.
Like apparently this is a thing that he really wants to wrestle a bear.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you imagine? Hayley versus Debbie. I wish. See if I was better at wrestling training. I wish. That would be amazing. That would be a dream match. But gotta make sure the collarbone's okay first before I step back in the ring. Stick to the wrapping. Oh.
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah, just dropping his misses right in our dome.
right on it. Oh, that's definitely not out of the ordinary. The not Adam. I broke my collarbone back in February though, so I've been a little bit more careful. But I do love it, and I have had like a couple of times where I've been able to be kind of like I was actually in a match as a ref over here.
Alright.
It was a 45-minute match,
And
but it was great fun.
I've seen Sean McLaughlin wrestle a match.
I was lucky enough I was in a tag team match, so I was able to have a little bit of help from one of my female wrestlers. But it was great crack, like. It was really good fun. But yeah, just after the collarbone, I'm just going to take it easy for a wee while. Till it's 100%.
Quite right.
Keep resting. And then we'll see what happens. You never know.
Yeah.
You never say never. In that case, Emily Hayden would be the first person I would challenge. Gotta get that beach.
Winner gets a toaster.
Oh my god, yes. Toasty.
So here's the thing, because I know you were around when we did the charity stream,
Yes.
and like the original one.
Yes.
So like, having a faction called the Toast Perverts had nothing to do with Toasty.
Oh my god. I just assumed it was Toasty.
So it was, I think it was after you had to head away. We had Amy Alonzi on,
Yeah.
and I mean, you know Amy, lovely, lovely lassie.
Yeah.
But and like the thing is as well, because obviously there's quite a few Americans and stuff in the chat, and
Yeah.
they all took to her immediately because you can't not like Amy.
Yeah.
And so we had that streaming group I mentioned that helped us out. They're called New Legs Inc. They mostly stream wrestling games, but and like they do their own annual charity stuff as well. So Johnny from them came in to like help us out,
Yeah.
help get some eyes on it and that, because they've got like quite a big following. And so he and Amy got into this discussion about toaster ovens because Amy didn't know what a toaster oven was, and
Oh my god.
this legitimately went on for nearly an hour.
Oh god.
And at one point, like, Johnny was like, "No, shut up, you toast pervert," and it just, like, I was honestly nearly on the floor howling with laughter. And it just kind of stuck, and we named the faction that, and obviously Toast, it makes sense to put Emily in there as well. And yeah. Also,
That's amazing.
this is a 20-minute opener now.
Oh my gosh, there's a...
Oh, you're down!
Oh no! I'm dying! Oh,
Your poor head!
oh no! What is happening?
Oh, he's going for the cover, but you're down!
I'm done! There's him right. Oh gosh, please, no one else run into me.
You're up, you're okay.
Oh, I'm okay. Keep moving. Healy the ref, keep moving. I wasn't expecting to see a ref bump so
I'm just glad you didn't get like bust open, because that happens sometimes on the ref bumps.
Oh god! Right.
Debbie steals it!
Tell me still something.
When, let's be honest, Justy had her beat when you were down. So, first match and we've already got a controversial finish.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
100%!
Wait!
So you're off to a flyer of a start here. And,
Oh, it was so...
and considering the card that you've put together, I think you could do pretty good here.
Wait.
Criticals notwithstanding.
Yeah.
So like, if you're not that familiar with this game, a
Yeah.
critical is basically sometimes if a wrestler hits their finish,
Okay.
it will result in a critical that like knocks out their opponent,
Okay.
and like the ref calls it, and
Yeah.
that usually hurts the rating
Okay.
because the match is finishing prematurely.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we had Killer Kelly on, she booked a 6-match card,
Yeah.
and her first 3 matches all scored 100.
Oh my god.
And nobody has ever, I don't think anyone's ever hit 3 100s on the bounce before.
Oh, challenge accepted.
And then, like, the last 3 matches all ended in criticals. Which she was annoyed about until she realised she was tied with Debbie, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool, I love Debbie."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's Queen.
Becky Lynch coming out to Amy's music.
That's amazing. Woohoo!
Yeah, I made this Amy, by the way.
Oh, she's amazing. Look at her.
In fact, I made the Debbie and the Justy as well.
Amazing. I love seeing them when you put them up on Twitter. It's amazing to see, like, all the different wrestlers that you create.
Ah, thank you. Like, I mean, because the thing is, with like, you know, the Scottish scene, the Irish scene and that, even like the rest of the UK to an extent.
Yeah.
There's not a huge amount because I think most people who play this are either like American or Japanese.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, with the Scottish people, it's you've got like the NXT UK people obviously, and you know obviously like Nikki, Drew, and all that. But apart from that, you've got like maybe like a handful of the more obvious ICW names. Like, you know, BT Gunn or whoever, but and apart from that, there's not really anybody. So like, I was like, I'm just gonna make them myself.
Like, honestly, they all look amazing.
I mean,
And as I said, I love seeing them on like Twitter to see who you create next.
I mean, I was really surprised that nobody had already made Debbie, given how popular she is. Like until like I got the Adam Maxton, David Starr, and Tucker in there, the only OTT people that I didn't have to make myself were Martina, Katie Harvey, and Scotty Davis.
Yeah.
All the rest I had to do myself.
Oh my gosh, there's all coming away.
Oh, we've got a bit of Stramash going on here.
Ref, come on. Sort it out there, Ref.
Oh, that's the thing as well, because like, when I was talking to Saint earlier, and I was like, right, aye, and if there's anybody that you want to try and use, let me know and I'll make sure they're in the game.
Yeah.
And like, he's like named like 3 people that aren't in the game at all, so I'll have to make them myself.
The music in this is amazing.
The music here is actually from F-Zero.
Oh my gosh, I'm just having like a wee bop while I'm watching. Great.
Most of the background music I use is either from like other games or 80s cartoons.
Oh my gosh.
Or like synthwave kind of stuff, because that seems to really fit it well.
Yeah. Oh!
And that's Hannah's actual voice, by the way.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Because
I love her furry boots.
Because like she was part of, there was a Stardom DLC for it, and she was in that.
Yeah.
It's like the only actual licensed wrestlers are like the Stardom ones and the New Japan ones. All the rest, every single one of them, it's like ones that people have made themselves.
Oh, the board. It's so creative, like, it's absolutely amazing.
It is. I mean, like, it's always been like a very community-driven series.
Yeah.
Like people helping each other out, like making stuff and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Look at this double team. Or not double team, or kind of double team.
Now Becky was just like looking at Hannah like, aye, what are you going to do about it?
Oh. Oh! Asuka, what are you doing? God's sake, ref. Where's the referee? Oh.
So who would you think would win this match? IRL.
IRL? I'd probably have to give it to Asuka and Hannah.
I mean...
Obviously, if Hannah was still with us, of course. I think they would be that. I think it would just be amazing to see that live, you know?
Oh god, aye.
And obviously, the Irish connection there with Becky and Amy would be cool as well.
I mean, the only person in this match I ever got to see live is Amy.
Yeah. BM Chainsaw, see what you did there. Jurassic World reference. I love a bit of dinosaurs.
Locked in the crossface chicken wing there, even though not the legal participant. This ref needs to get a HUD of this.
I know. God's sake. Come on, ref.
How's the audio, by the way, everyone? Do we both sound okay?
Yeah, can you hear us both?
nothing's too loud or too quiet or anything?
I know I've got earphones in, so I don't know if I'm shouting or not.
I do that all the time. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we're good, we're good.
You good? That's good. Ooh. Pinky.
Also, I'd be
So-
torn because I've long had a crush on both Asuka and Becky, so as well, like, that's like neither here nor there to being a fan of them both because they're both fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
I've been loving Asuka at the moment, like, in WWE, just every time I go online, there's some form of GIF offer doing
she's so
something, and
good.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to spend a day with her. Or just be a fly on the wall or something.
Have you watched her YouTube channel?
No.
Oh, it's great. You should. It's fantastic. It's like mostly her just doing random things. Like,
Oh my gosh, I need to watch it.
like it'll be, she'll buy like, it's weird
it's double
things
thing.
like, there's a lot of food stuff on it. So like,
I was about to say, was there... Oh no! Yummy! Oh,
like there'll be a lot of things like those, you don't get them so much here, but like overseas you get them. It's those like packet things where you can like make your own sweeties kind of thing.
yes!
It's like her stuff, like her just like making them and eating them and enjoying them and stuff. But but being
I'm gonna have
Asuka
to
while
watch
she
them.
does so.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Becky, can I look it up? Oh! I'm gonna have to watch that, like, I'm gonna have to put those on my list because I love watching videos like that.
Kikataro's in a few of them as well.
Oh. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it.
There's one where they go out shopping for the food before they like make it,
Yeah.
and they're in. It's like an Asian market in somewhere in America, and like all the staff are like Asian as well, and a few of them recognise her, and like come up like and they're like getting photographs of her and stuff. And you can just hear Kikataro off camera like, "I am husband."
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, are you doing like fancy swanky ones, Jen?
That's cool, Jen.
Thank you, the Platypus TV, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Oh. What is happening? That is Lisa the Ref. Oh my god! So, have I told you the story behind Lisa the Ref?
No.
I don't. Oh, the platypus. How do you even? So, I refed a show for one of our local promotions, the Wrestling Live over here, and we had a show in Banbridge, and there was a crazy older lady turned up to the show who kept trying to get in the ring, kept trying to hit the wrestlers, and yeah, just generally a bit of a crazy old lady.
Yeah.
And so throughout the show, obviously, I'm introduced, Joe, this is Hayley the referee, and here's Hayley the referee, and all the wrestlers refer to me as Hayley. Joe throughout, they're like, what was that, Hayley? Joe can't properly do all this. And throughout the whole show, she called me Lisa. No matter how many times the wrestlers were like, her name is Hayley, like calling her Lisa, and no matter how many times Dakota was like, let's give it up for Hayley, the referee. So now all the guys in that promotion now refer me to as Lisa, the referee.
You think this is like a Only Fools and Horses kind of thing?
Oh my
like the
God.
like how we would always call him Dave.
Oh, the platypus! PJ! Is that you? It's just... Is that PJ, the platypus? Sorry, I'm having a moment because this is one of the guys that wrestled.
All
He was
right.
he was my arch nemesis. Yay! It's PJ! PJ's my arch nemesis. We love PJ really though. PJ used to get a lot of abuse from me. PJ actually, I choked out in a field to win the title off him. It was our open challenge championship pretty much. If anyone could win, and I choked him out in the field to win it. He then proceeded the next day to put me in a bin, which I could not get out of. And the promoter had to come and push the bin over so I could roll out of the bin.
Oh, so like a wheelie bin?
No, it was like a trash can.
Oh, right, okay.
He had to put me in butt first.
That's even better. I always love like someone just getting chucked in a bin in wrestling.
Yeah. And yeah, all standard. And then, so to get my own back on him later on that day at the end, it was a festival we were all wrestling at in the middle of the field. And at the end of the day, I got to get him back by hitting him with a steel chair and taking the title back. Which he then won off me in the match that I had in Portaferry that I was telling you about earlier, the 45-minute match. There were some dirty tactics in that. PJ rolled me up, schoolboy rolled up and took my title.
How dare?
Trixie. Oh, we've got a countdown going on here.
And Amy's got a baseball bat.
Oh my god! Where did that come from?
Under the ring.
Oh my gosh, did they get counted out? Are we okay? Oh my god, there's a barbed wire baseball bat as well.
It's a 20 count, it's Japanese rules.
Oh yeah, my gosh, I was like, what? It's all happening in this match.
Which is why the refs are a bit sort of more lenient with weapon shots and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like, they'll give you a count if you're holding a weapon while in the ring, but if it happens outside the ring, they don't give a shit.
It's a good way to go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, CM Chainsaw, the Grammys who don't get it, she was literally like our wrestlers. She ended up, we were nearly actually gonna call the police on her because she was stealing stuff from merch and stuff from the wrestlers.
Oh Jesus.
And like, yeah, and then she got a bit aggressive because I went over to try and calm the situation down. And she got really aggressive with me and all the guys had to step in. So it was a bit of I have post-traumatic stress from that time.
There we go. Hannah and Asuka with the win.
Oh.
Another 100.
Yeah. And nearly a 30-minute match. Oh my gosh.
I mean, they pass faster in the game than they do in real time. But...
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Hell's Granny, definitely. She was, the platypus will tell you, it was a show. But yeah, and Jen, definitely need to see pictures of these masks.
Yeah, absolutely. Chuck them on the Discord, Jen, or on Twitter, and you know I'll retweet them and that.
Definitely.
There, again, these old Rockstar Spud music backing off.
Oh, I would have loved to see him back when he was Rockstar Spud, not Drake Maverick. Never got the chance to see him. Way there.
I mean, he should wrestle in Mexico because, like, by law, I think about 50% of Mexican wrestlers have to come out to Bon Jovi. Thank you, Scott Resnet, for the follow. Appreciate it.
Way.
I know you guys used to do good work.
See, every time now I hear Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, I always end up singing Lizard on a Chair.
Is there any particular reason that this came about?
I think I saw a picture of it or a meme of something on social media and I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. And then every time I'm like, oh gosh. It's the same like as Queen. Oh, what's the song? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy now. Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that?
Yeah, it's only like one of the biggest songs ever recorded.
And it's like, I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, and he's holding a mango. What? And then Ellie Gouldie, there's an Ellie Gouldie one where she definitely says mashed potatoes in one of her songs.
There's one they used to play in my work by Vampire Weekend.
Okay.
but it was a remix.
Okay.
And the song was called Kids Don't Stand a Chance,
Okay.
but it was this kind of dancey remix. But
Yeah.
at the bit where he's like, kids don't stand, I always thought he was saying disco stan. Like if he's some pally Disco Stew for The Simpsons or something.
But Stan, but Stu. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love when you find like words and songs that are just, and then you pass that on to other people, and then it just ruins the song for other people. You're like, you will never not be able to hear this now.
Ah yeah, the classic Creedence Clearwater Revival remix. I see a Bad Moon Rising. There's a bathroom on the right. There are the other ones, like ones that don't just like only make sense to me and nobody else at least.
Yeah. It was like, was it, who did the skit on them? Peter Kay?
The what, sorry?
Peter Kay did like a comedy skit on mishearing the words and songs, didn't they?
Probably, yeah.
And it was like, oh, who sings Mercy? I'm having so many blanks today.
See, like my knowledge of like pop culture music isn't particularly great. So
The one that sounds, instead of saying mercy, it's I'm begging you for birdseed.
I think I know the song you mean. I think they used to play it in my work.
Begging you for mercy, mercy. That one. But it's birdseed. But I can't remember who sings it. I'll have to search it.
No, my one. There's a band. There's a Geordie band called the Wild Arts, and they have a song called the Nexus Icon. But ever since I found out that she was a thing, I've always sang Alexis Falcon in time to it.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. I've done the maths in my head.
Wait, mental thing. Or not even was that from last time. Duffy, that's who it was. Not Adele. PJ, that's it.
You want to hear
Duffy.
a funny thing about Adele?
Yes.
So like, you know, remember when Joe Hendry did the version of Hello?
Yes.
As I said, like my knowledge of pop culture is pretty poor. So
Yeah.
I heard Joe Hendry's version before I heard the original. And now they play the original in my work. And every single bloody time I end up just singing Joe's version along to it.
That's amazing.
Even though like probably not many people in my work know who Joe Hendry is. But
Yeah.
which is weird given I'm in Edinburgh. But
I know.
saying
I
that,
love
like,
Joe Hendry's videos.
one of the guys I used to work with actually went to school with Joe, so a beautiful kick to Devlin there.
Yeah. This has been a really close match. There's been so many 2.9s.
Which will bump your rating up. Because that's the kind of thing that bumps the rating up.
Oh,
Like stuff, you know, like how back and forth it is, big moves, near falls, etc. All like
Oh
bump
my
the rating up.
Oh my god.
Could we have the first ever to get, like, well, to tie Killer Kelly's record of 300s in a row?
Oh, that's some good company to keep. Killer.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So like, that Canadian bird in the chat, oh there we go, Spud with the win.
Way!
So we were actually with each other at the ICW show, where Joe did the Wrecking Ball parody. And I looked to her because I had no idea what the song was. 91.
Oh, 91!
I mean, you're still like on course, like to be in the upper reaches of the table.
Hey,
So it's not all bad.
I'll definitely take that. Take that.
Next up match, Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. And for anyone who's just come in, we've still got Finn Balor versus Aoife Valkyrie. Finn Balor and
Finn
Eva Valkyrie versus Matt Riddle and Millie McKenzie. Cody Rhodes versus Orange Cassidy, and our title match is Rosemary defending against Aisha Raymond. Aisha's like one of the loveliest people on earth, so.
She is. She's a sweet one.
Like when she was on the charity thing that I did, like the first one, whereas like Jayla and Emily, I know them, so it was like, hey, I'm doing this thing, you want to be a part of it? And they're like, yeah, sure. Whereas Aisha saw them like sharing the posts about it on Facebook and was like, she got in touch with me and was like, hey, I'll help if you want, because that's just the kind of person she is.
Yeah, oh, that's so lovely. Rainmaker!
Notice how I said it so it does the zoom out and everything?
Yep. I love it.
It was like before that I'd only met her like a handful of times in passing. So
yeah.
Here's this angry wee Geordie bastard.
He is a scare man.
I never got to see him wrestle live.
I've got to see him once over down south here. For its promotion that's no longer going, called Courage.
Right.
And he wrestled in it, I believe. Who even was he wrestling? Was it possibly a 4-way? That he wrestled possibly in? I'm gonna have to check that now.
I got to see Finn a bunch of times before he jetted off.
Yeah.
Like, my friend Stu, who again, he's the one like who's doing this with me on Monday. He moved to Glasgow and there was like posters for ICW shows around. Yeah. And like we'd seen like a couple of clips and stuff on YouTube, and there was like a handful of the wrestlers we were familiar with. But and this was back when before they were involved with Ticketmaster. So you used to just buy the tickets out of there was like 2 pubs in Glasgow city centre that used to sell them. The Solid Rock and Rufus T Fireflies. So like he was walking around and he saw the poster. It was like Insane Championship Wrestling featuring New Japan star Fergal Devitt, and he immediately just went into the pub and bought a pair of tickets. Like didn't even phone me to ask if I wanted to come or anything because he knew what my answer would be.
Oh my God.
And that's a true friend.
Yeah, definitely is.
So who are you calling for this one?
I'm gonna go with Okada.
Yeah.
I'm stick with my boy.
So when we made him wrestle Gene, in game that was a 90-minute match.
Oh my gosh. A 90-minute match, could you imagine?
What?
I know they go for like they've gone longer in New Japan, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, Kenny Omega could never.
Still trying to find out who packed Fiesta when he was last over here. Ooh. No, I don't want that.
Part of me does want. Oh, sorry, who was it?
No, I was just about to say I only actually started watching New Japan last year.
Oh, right.
It was introduced to me and absolutely fell in love with Okada for storytelling.
How can you not?
I know, he's just one of the, he definitely, I would say, is nearly the best wrestler in the world right now. He's very, very high up there for me.
I was going to say that I kind of want him to bring the balloons back. Did you ever see him in that period?
I think that's when he went a wee bit crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he like lost the title to Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
and he like dyed his hair red and started coming out with balloons and
yes.
stuff.
I see you, PJ. And chat.
Oh, 450 to the back.
Oh god. Straight kick out.
He's because it was too close to the ropes.
Yeah.
See, the referee's right on top of that in this one.
Yeah.
We should hire her.
Should. There we go. So, Pac was in a 4-way, and it was Pac, Joe Coffey. I nearly said Coffey there. Pac, Joe Coffey, Alexander Dean, and Tucker.
That would have been a belter, actually.
Was a 4-way, and Tucker won that one.
That would have been an absolute story of a match.
Yeah.
Oh, Rainmaker!
Rainmaker! Oh!
No, I know you're into like video games and that.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the Yakuza games?
I haven't, no.
So Okada's in one of them.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, a bunch of the New Japan guys are in it.
I remember reading a wee bit about it. I was reading the Lions Pride book, which is all like the history of New Japan and stuff and how it started and all that. And I remember reading a wee bit about like some of the games that they sort of were in because the company had obviously bought out New Japan with money issues and stuff.
Yeah.
So they banned it with them and put them in for the games and stuff. I'll definitely have to check them out.
I mean, the Yakuza games are really good anyway. But
Yeah. Oh! Rainmaker! Get him!
like, I strongly recommend them.
Yeah.
But like, what they do in quite a lot of the Yakuza games is they'll have like sort of celebrities in them.
Yeah.
Either as themselves or playing like fictionalized versions of themselves.
Yeah.
And in the sixth one, Okada runs a gang. And it's him, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito,
Oh my gosh.
Toru Yano, Satoshi Kojima, and Hiroyoshi Tenzan
Yeah.
are all like a gang in it. And the one fault of the remake of the second one they did has a bunch of like New Japan legends in it
Yeah.
as well. But the games, they've got the perfect balance of like serious emotional storytelling and just being ridiculous and a laugh.
Got it! I
Gets
love
the
a
job done.
Rainmaker. Yeah, definitely does. I just love it. I think it's amazing. I always love how the camera always zooms out as well when he
Yeah.
calls it.
There we go, 100%.
Yay!
So you're not at the park so far.
Yay! I'm so pleased.
Next up, Finn Balor and Eva Valkyrie versus Matt Riddle and Millie McKenzie.
What a pair.
Not just any Finn Balor, Demon Finn Balor.
Demon Finn Balor. Look at him.
I'm just seeing that, I've not been checking Twitter that much. I'm just seeing that Justy reacted to you putting him against Debbie.
He knows. Tune.
Oh yeah, I had to give him that one.
Yep. First time I actually saw Matt Riddle was at an indie show in Worcester, near Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
But I ended up, I'd flown out to surprise my pen pal for her birthday. So I'd flown myself out to Boston, and she lives in New Hampshire.
Ah.
And her dad and her sister came and picked me up at the airport and took me back to the parents' house and we got all ready, and then went to her apartment, and I like hid inside a box and we pretended that it was an Amazon delivery for her. And then I jumped out of the box. So part of one bit of her birthday present was that I bought her and her sister and I tickets to go and see. I believe it was Beyond Wrestling in Worcester.
I really like what I've seen of them.
Yeah, I believe it was Beyond. I think it was definitely Beyond Wrestling. And yeah, the main event was, I think, Matt Riddle versus another Matt Riddle,
Oh, okay.
I think. And they ended up putting, I was helping her younger sister like work merch and stuff, and used to work the shows. So we were all sitting at merch with Dan Barry, and Matt Cross was on that show, and Chuck Taylor.
Sexy Chucky T.
Sexy Chucky T. I got to see Keith Lee, and who else is there? Kimberly was there as well.
Oh, okay.
And JT Dunn and all those guys. And I'd been away from wrestling for a wee while since then. It was like one of the first indie shows I'd really ever gone to, because I didn't realise about the ones back home. And I went, and it was absolutely, Dan Barry dressed up as the Swamp Monster, and it was like the best.
Of course he did.
It was, they were so lovely, and I had like a great chat with Matt Cross and stuff, and just so lovely. It was in like a bar. It was in like a nightclub bar. It was really strange, and it snowed. It started snowing while we were there. Yeah, so my first like memory of Matt Riddle was him moving us all out of the way so he could put a guy through a table. And me minding all of the wrestlers' suitcases behind the sofa area that they were at, like where like no one can steal these suitcases, so the guys had me and a couple of girls sitting on the suitcases.
Right.
So no one would take them.
Did you get to meet Matt Riddle?
Briefly, very, very briefly.
He's an absolute sweetheart of a man.
He's so fun. Oh, and he was on an OTT show.
Oh,
over
of
here in
course, yeah.
Belfast. He did OTT in Belfast, and I got to meet him, and that was like a year or two after I'd met him and beyond. But yeah, absolute sweetheart. Really, really lovely guy. Really down to earth.
I was like, when one of the times he was at Discovery, afterwards, a bunch of us ended up taking him for his first chippy.
Yeah.
So it was like, ended up in this bar, in this like, chippy, like, in Edinburgh City Centre. It was like me and a few friends. Gene Money was there. Rob Cage, Martina, Alan, who runs Discovery, and Darren, who does commentary for them.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle getting to enjoy his first chippy, and he loved it. He thought it was great.
Oh, that's so cool.
Cafe Picante's like a really good chippy though, so.
Yeah. No, hopefully once this pandemic's all over, I'm hoping to get over to the UK scene a wee bit more, even just to see some shows, because I haven't got to see, have I even got to see any indie shows over in the UK?
I mean, I think I've only been to one show this year, and that was Discovery.
Discovery. Like, I think Soul is the only one I've been to in the UK, the Wrestling Soul, because I was wrestling at it. That was the first experience of a UK indie show. And I love them to bits, and I miss them all so much. But I would love to come over and like see all the other promotions. Like, I'm like gonna get over to Fierce Females to see all the girls up there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I absolutely adore them all.
Oh yeah, those shows are usually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to most of their shows anyway, so.
Yeah. I can't wait. Like, it's top of my list is to go and see everyone in Fierce Females. And say hello to everyone.
Oh,
I
Destroyer.
love seeing ICW show. Obviously, love to do all the big shows like Progress and Dragon Gate and taking a blank and all the rest. Riptide.
Oh
All
yeah.
those ones.
We actually had Tom, who helps run Riptide, on here as well.
Yeah. I love just the camera work is
Oh god,
absolutely
yeah, it's
amazing.
so good.
And it's just so cinematic and it's so beautiful, and every time I see it I'm like, oh my god, I want to just go and experience one of these shows.
Have you watched the match that they've got up on YouTube? And it's the Anti-Fun Police against Shug and Gene Money.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, you should, because, well,
Yeah,
just listening to that list of people in it lets you know it's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah.
Like, stupid things like Shug trying to do twin magic with Gene.
Oh my god. I love that stuff. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love that stuff. So yeah, definitely see next year when everything's all down and I can save up a bit of money. I'm gonna go and see everyone.
Finn flying over the top like a madman.
Oh, yep. Would you expect anything less of them? Oh my god, why the barriers? Did you ever notice in New Japan they always go for the barriers?
Yep.
And I'm like, what have the barriers ever done in you guys? Every time.
It's that
You see him as-
Minoru Suzuki.
He just tries to kill everyone, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, Finn with the win.
Oh, Finn! Don't shoot your gun, Finn. You're okay. Yes, Suzuki's the one who goes after all the young lions as well, doesn't he?
Yep.
Just batters them all, and I'm like, what? What have they done? I think that's good enough for that one.
96%.
That is good for that one.
Next up, Cody Rhodes versus Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was in a seminar the other week where we were studying different bits, and our trainer Cambo had up Orange Cassidy versus Velveteen Dream,
Alright.
and I was like, oh my god, and I haven't watched it in full, and I need to actually add it to my list because the wee bit we watched, I was like, yep, I need to see this match. This is This is a thing that I never knew I needed in my life until I only started watching it.
One I recommend, and I've mentioned it on the stream before, it's on YouTube, is, I can't remember what company did it. I think it might have been, it was Beyond or Black Label Pro or one of those companies that's involved with IWTV. But
Yeah.
it was Orange Cassidy versus Su Yung. And it was great because, basically Su Yung was playing the straight role, being befuddled by all of his bullshit.
Oh, I must check that out as well. Are you okay, Orange?
I was just having a
Are
wee
you
seat.
okay? Let's just sit down. So, Cody Rhodes is my favourite wrestler
Oh,
ever.
okay. I've seen him live.
Yeah, I got to. So I watched wrestling for the very first time back in 2008.
Right.
When we were on holiday in Florida, and my brother bought the Royal Rumble 2008 and just made us watch it every single night in the villa. And it was at the start, it was are you actually being serious? Why are we watching this? Let's change something else. And by about the 6th time he played it, I was actually watching it and actually loving it.
Ah.
And of course, Cody was in the Rumble that year, and I just decided, oh, I really like that guy in the blue pants. What's his name? And it was Cody Rhodes, and I followed him since then. So I've been a fan of his for over a decade now.
Ah.
And every time, so I went to WrestleMania 28 and 29 in Miami and New Jersey respectively, and every single time I tried to meet Cody Rhodes, something happened. So either he wasn't signing, or the people I with wanted to go home, and then the next thing I was getting messages from people I knew who were there going, Cody Rhodes is signing right now, where are you? And I'm back at the hotel, which is still an hour and a bit from the arena, and I'm oh my god, really? So every single time that I went to meet him, something happened, and I was just right, it's not meant to be. And then OTT brought him over 2 years ago, 2 Christmases ago now, and for their big Christmas show. And I think it was their Christmas show, one of their Christmas shows. And that was the night my work Christmas dinner was booked. And I was like, are they actually being serious?
What?
And I ended up, I cancelled my work, I was like, no, I'm not coming to the work Christmas dinner. And then it was like a snowstorm, so we were worried that we wouldn't be able to drive down to Dublin because the snow was quite bad and the ice was quite bad. But I made it somehow. And we were standing in the queue. I got VIP sort of access so I could meet who's Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and Marty Scurll. And I had worn my Legacy t-shirt, if anyone remembers Legacy. And I got up to the front and I was explaining to them, like, Marty Scurll was first, so he gave me a big hug and stuff. And then I said to Cody, I was like, I've waited with you for 10 years, so this is a bit of a moment right now. And he was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, let's see the shirt. And I was like showing him, and he was like, oh my God, I have a story about this shirt. And he stopped the meet and greet to tell the story. And he was all like, did you guys know, like, this was obviously, it was Orton, DiBiase and him as the tag team or the faction. And he's like, yeah, so they released this shirt and the next day we broke up. And he was like, so that's like a really retro shirt there. And I was like, well, yeah, of course I had to buy it because you're in the faction. So,
collector's edition,
like, basically. Yeah, I was all like, and then the guys were like, oh, how much for the shirt? How much for the shirt? And it's like, oh, it's not for sale. And they're all like, we'll give you Cody. We'll give you Cody. And I was like, wait, what? What's happening? So it was such a lovely experience. And then he even, because you're always worried, you're like, I've been following him for 10 years and I was petrified that I would get a bad experience with him. Because I didn't want to have a bad experience with him. So if it meant that I could meet him and I'd still think so highly, but he honestly, he went above and beyond to the point where even after that, like, I have, like, the photographer was so lovely because the photographer kind of knew of me at that point and he knew how much it meant to me, so he got like a couple of different shots. Right. Because it was supposed to be just like one group shot, but he got like one Marty Scurll giving me a big hug and me and Cody hugging and stuff. And I popped over to the table because it's like, I need to buy his new shirt, like, because he was just awesome. So I was over buying a new shirt and stuff like that, and I just like walked away and I was trying to look in my bag for something. And the two guys who were with me, Dave and Stevie, were like looking at me, like making faces at me, and I was like, what's wrong? And there's just this tap on the shoulder, and again Cody had stopped the meet and greet to leave from behind where the area was to come out and say, did you just buy a t-shirt? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you don't buy a t-shirt. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm giving you a t-shirt. He says, pick any t-shirt. He says, you bought one already. He says, so just pick another. It's on me. It's on the house. Don't be worrying about it. He says, you're wearing a Legacy t-shirt and you've waited this long. He says, no, just... And then he was like to the girl, he's like, yeah, she's getting a free t-shirt. Let her pick one. And I was like, what's just happened? What has just happened? I was like standing, and he came over later when all the meet and greet was done, when people were just milling about. And I said to him, I was like, honestly, like, you don't know how much that means to me, and thank you so much. And he was like, so you have a figure in your bag? And I was like, oh yeah. I said, it was your first ever Mattel figure that came out. And yeah, I just brought it just in case I got the opportunity to sign it and stuff. And he just grabbed it out of my bag. He's like, have you got a Sharpie? And I was like, yeah. And gave him a Sharpie, and he signed the figure as well, with no charge or anything. He was just like, here you go. He's like, look, we're hanging around later. Come up and say hi, Joe. And Joe, if I don't see you, make sure you get home safe and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I've just met Cody. It was
lovely man.
I was like, how could you get better than that? Like, you wait 10 years to meet someone, and not only are they just an absolute gentleman and just the loveliest person, but Joe, he definitely went above and beyond for me that day, and I'll never forget that, you know?
Yeah, that's really lovely, that.
Yeah, that's my big, like, if there's any wrestler story that I would tell, it's between that one and Ultimate Warrior. That's the two, like, biggest stories I have about meeting wrestlers. Just absolute. And Ultimate Warrior was just a random occurrence because I was in Las Vegas on holiday and I decided to go to a gaming con, that was it was GameStop were hosting it, and I was just like, ah, sure, we've got nothing else to do. Can we go to this? And I was there with family at the time. And the next thing, the 2K booth was there. I was like, oh great, you'll get to play the new WWE game before it comes out. And then the next thing I walked up and they're like, Ultimate Warrior signing here today. And I was like, wait, what? What's that? And I was like, and he was lovely. And I remember him quite well as well. So I think it's always nice when you get a really good experience with a wrestler.
Oh, totally.
And you have that story. It's like, oh my gosh.
I mean, there's, like, I've been quite lucky and all the ones I've met have been nice. Like,
Yeah.
There's only been, like, and for obvious reasons I won't name names, but
Yeah.
there's only been, like, a handful of instances where I've come away thinking, oh, they're, like, they've come away thinking they seemed like a bit of a dick or whatever.
Yeah.
But those have been like the extreme minority.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like,
There's so much blood over this ring. I've just noticed.
I'm just laughing at Jen popping up in the chat right at that time because she knows who one of them is because she was there. Platypus got shit-faced with Nexus. Oh, hey, Waster.
Oh, Limelight, PJ. The Holy Lands are always nuts, so I can understand. I've never actually been in Limelight. I need to get in Limelight.
Cassidy with a win.
Cassidy won. He's busted open, bless him. He deserved that.
So
That win. Look at all that blood.
here's the thing, Hayley.
Yes.
We've put him over here before, but El Waster, who's just popped up in the chat,
Yeah.
you'll notice that some of the wrestlers, even if they're not like licensed ones in the game, have actual faces and
Yes.
stuff. And you've got people like El Waster to thank for that because they've been using one of the DLCs to make actual faces and gear and stuff in the game.
Awesome. Thanks, Elwister. Because
and
they look amazing.
does it? Yeah, he does a fantastic job of it. There we go, main event time.
He does. TNT champ, yeah. How would he hold the, like, how does he hold the championships? If he's got his hands in his pockets?
That's a fair point. Maybe
Would
like,
he wear it around his neck?
yeah,
Like a
button it
necklace?
in like, yeah, like a scarf.
Yeah. Or would he, like, hang it from his jeans? I'm not too sure. Or would he have it wrapped around? Oh, that's something like.
There comes Aisha.
There's Aisha.
Sponsored by Lit Cola. And Rosemary, who, I mean, we all love Rosemary here on this channel. Rosemary, of course, one of our guest bookers.
Yep.
Tell you what, by the way, absolute sweetheart of a woman.
I would like to see her live as well.
Oh, same. But she's like beyond being like fantastic at what she does. She's like a genuinely lovely person as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good point, Platypus. Or wear it as a belt.
Yeah. But someone would have to put it on for him, would not? If his hands are always in his pocket.
Oh, agreed, Chainsaw. I would love to have Shug back on.
Yeah.
Like, Shug was on before and it was just like a blast. I mean, if you've ever met Shug, like, you'll know the kind of person he is and stuff.
I've loved Meat Shug. I've never got the opportunity to meet Shug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so nice. He's so nice.
So many people I have to meet in wrestling. I can't wait to meet them all. Manny's watching!
Ah!
Manny Languero! Yes! He is one of the wrestlers I work with in the Wrestling Live, and he is the Irish man with the Brazilian tan. No, the Brazilian man with the Irish tan. Hectic, don't tell me I got that wrong. Manny, I'm sorry. He is, oh my god. I love him to pieces. I absolutely adore him to pieces. So, shout out to Manny.
It's good learning all this stuff as well.
Oh my gosh,
Because
he can dab, he can floss, he can do all those.
But that was Amy Alonso's gimmick.
Amy?
Yeah. Amy can dab and floss.
She can. She has a beautiful unicorn as well.
Yeah. Special Irish unicorn.
Yeah.
And Big Matt James into the bargain.
Yeah.
Which is what she's known as on this channel, because everyone here loves
Oh
her.
my. Oh, I love her to bed. Love her to bed. Another person I would love to wrestle,
Oh,
if I could wrestle, would be Missy Amy Alonso.
for anyone who's like popped in, like new, first time, whatever, by the way, this is what we do in this channel for the most part right now. We bring in wrestling people from all walks of life. We have them guest book a show on Fire Pro Wrestling. We have our own roster, which is made up of all the guests we've had, plus like a handful of extras. And whoever else they can get on in the game, and they put together the best card they can, and we just talk shite over the top of it.
About everything and anything.
Yeah. Oh, see when with Jayla Darkon, by the way.
Yeah.
Because like as I said earlier, like me and her like know each other,
Yeah.
and we legitimately just chatted shite for honestly about an hour before a match even happened.
That's the best kind of
Yeah.
way, though.
And like, in fact, the same thing happened with Raven Creed, and I'd never spoken to her before in my life.
Raven petrifies me when Raven's wrestling, but she's brilliant.
Oh,
Like,
oh
I
no,
have
she's really
so
sound.
much love for all the girls over here, all the girls down south. You know.
I would say I've said that when we've had, because obviously we've had a few of the Irish wrestlers on,
Yeah.
and I've said it every time. Like when I've had to make a few of the Irish wrestlers themselves, you know, like Vote Queens or More Than Hype or whoever. It's like I'll go onto YouTube and like watch a bunch of matches to try and get everything right, you know, like the way they do things or move sequences and stuff. And it feels like every time I do, I find new wrestlers that I've never seen before that like I'm like, hey, they're really good.
Yeah. It's nuts, like, it's such a small world, but it's such a big world at the same time. Like, you find, like, I'm finding new people to follow and watch and to connect with every single day in the wrestling community, and it just keeps growing and growing, and you think, you know, you're starting to get a grip on it, and then you're like, oh no, I need to figure all this other stuff out. That's why I love meeting people so much, and going to wrestling shows, and even though most of the time when I'm on show day, so I'm running about like headless chicken most of the time, and it's like trying to make sure everyone's okay, and so I get the ring sorted and then talk to everyone, and so sometimes I'm doing airport runs, and then I'm first aid, so as well. But it's like I wouldn't change it for the world, like absolutely not. As much as I'm knackered by the end of the day, and sometimes too I'm up 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm not getting back to like after midnight, you know, definitely wouldn't change it for the world, because it's everything you do, you know. Ring build's part of it, ring takedown, traveling to the venue, seminars, training, doing the whole show. Being knackered, trying to take down the ring.
I come from like the other way, obviously, because obviously I'm like just a fan. But
yeah,
like so many of like my closest friends I've met through wrestling.
Yeah. yeah, there's like people like, I was talking about this with like my friends a while ago, and it's like, if it wasn't so for wrestling, we may have never met. And like, could you imagine if we were walking past each other in the street? Like, would we have been friends
Yeah.
if we didn't meet at wrestling? If I just saw you randomly out somewhere, you know? It's really, really strange. But yeah, I've met so many friends, and I continue to meet so many friends and so many wonderful people through wrestling
Oh god, yeah.
that it just makes it worth it, you know?
Oh, steamroll. Aisha's always been a tough one to beat in this.
Oh,
It would need to happen at a later date, Platypus. I'd need to make them in the game, but but like I'm constantly trying to add to the talent pool we've got in the game. Trying to add a lot of my local wrestlers, a lot of the Irish scene. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely like look at getting them in there.
gosh, you should see Manny Linguado. I love that. Now, PJ, is that a 2-on-1 there I'm spying? Is it Manny and me versus you? You know how that's gonna go, mate? I've chopped PJ's petrified of my chops. PJ gets beat up usually when I'm near him. Lost laps as well, PJ, isn't that right?
So is this like tiny feet, like Walter hands or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I've left handprints. Manny probably isn't in the chat, but Manny will tell you. I have left a bright red handprint on Manny's chest before after a show. I am so well known for my chops that Nina is scared of my chops. He keeps saying, "Oh, I'll give you, Joe, you can chop me after the show," and he keeps putting it off every single show. So I've just came up with a story that he's absolutely petrified of my chops,
Ah.
and that's why he won't let me chop him.
So in addition to being a lovely person and a professional referee, you're just like a mad wee demon with the chops.
Yep. Definitely. It's the quiet ones you have to look out for. The small ones. They all love me, really. I bring them buns and I take care of them.
These two are really knocking lumps at each other.
Yeah. They're not holding back, are they?
I mean, title on the line, a lot at stake.
PJ, do I not remember the very first match I ref PJ was in? And this was last March. And it was PJ versus Manny. Manny obviously portrays a Brazilian. And it was a Brexit on a pole match.
Alright.
And yeah, that was the very first match I ever refed.
So
And it was
your first match was like some proper Russo stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I give him this laugh heard around the world. It was beautiful, it was amazing. Oh.
Really taking it to the champ here. Oh, she just
Yeah.
pops right back up.
Oh my god! Don't sell that or anything, no, come on.
She's had enough of Aisha's shit.
Oh god, we're on the outside. What's gonna happen? Here, some of this audience are wearing some nice shirts here. Look at them.
I'm just looking for Chris Hero. There's a guy in the crowd in this that looks like
Oh,
Chris
can see
Hero.
this? Oh no! Is that him in the leather jacket?
He's got like a black jacket and a red shirt, yeah.
Yeah, he's there on the. If you're looking at the entranceway, the left-hand side of the ring, second row.
He's usually in the first row.
Has he been degraded to the second row?
What a main event
Come on,
this is.
Aisha. Do something. Come on. There we go. We're still going. Still on the line. My God.
Well, it is the main event.
Yeah. It's a lot of purple and black, isn't it?
Yeah. I only realised that after I picked them, because like they do have alternate attires, but
Oh, hey, the ring! Oh god, hey, she's gonna do a dive! Oh my god! What a dive! Oh! Oh no, the barriers have got it again. Are we gonna get it? Oh, come on.
oh,
I can't out, really? Oh
not like this.
no! Not like this. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's still got 100 because they just wrecked each other.
Oh my gosh, have we ever had a count out on the main event?
I don't know.
Oh, should have been a
Not
first.
to do. So, about your score.
Okay.
So you said that the main people you wanted to catch were Emily and Amy.
And Debbie, yeah. Emily, Ashley, Amy, and Debbie would be the three.
What if I told you, not only have you beaten all of them,
Okay.
our leaderboard has a new winner.
Oh! Oh my goodness!
By 0.1%,
Oh my god!
Hayley is your new winner.
Oh my goodness!
Because I had to look it up there because I was like 97.3 and I knew that Everett's score was around that and he was the previous champion. You know, this
Oh my
happened before. Like, so like when we had Shug on, Shug scored like 96.6, which is absurdly high.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't see anyone beating that. And then the following day we had Viper on.
Yeah.
And we had my friend Maya as well, and we let Maya book a pre-show where we ran all the matches at high speed, and that ended up scoring like higher than Shug's.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you are our new winner.
Oh. Are they all gonna come for me?
Everett's going to demand to come back on.
Oh.
Not that I'm complaining about that. Oh,
Oh.
we've been challenged to a cross-promotional event using our wrestling style. Do we accept the challenge? Yes, we do.
0.1%. Oh my gosh.
So, my friends, your new winner.
I wasn't expecting that. In the words of Jamie Lawson.
Right. What messages? Yeah, so we've got some matches to book. Yeah, that's another new champ already. Because Everett, it was like less. I think it was. What day was it? Thursday, I think Everett beat the score. But now. So, it's time for the bear fight. Now, first of all, the Mavericks ones, I'll do them on the next Super Pro Wrestle stream, which I'll probably do tomorrow night after Jordan Swing's finished. So, but I've got them written down, so they will be happening. But now it's time for the bear fights.
Okay.
Now, the first request that came in was me versus a bear. Because obviously, wrestling game, I've got a version of myself, right?
Yeah.
That's how these things work. So what kind of bear should I fight? So we've got the regular bear. We've got a big ass panda bear. We've got Paul R. Bear. And we've got Wayne Gritzley.
You know which one I would pick.
Wayne Gritzley.
Yeah.
Or-
Get my ice hockey fix.
So we do this, and then after that, you get to pick a bear fight.
Okay.
And it can be like any wrestler you want,
Yeah. Okay.
so long as I've got them in the game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Can I beat a bear? As always, the referee is the giant from Twin Peaks.
Yep.
Ah, guillotine choke. Get out, you.
Goddamn bear.
Kick his leg out his leg.
Oh.
And this is not a wrestling match. This is a shoot fight. And yes, the game does. There is a difference between like the way the logic works in both of those in the game. These bears hit hard. Oh jeez. My poor face. So, usually I ask, what would your strategy be against a bear? But since you're a referee, how would you try and keep control of a bear fight?
Oh god. That's a hard one actually. I would just try and make sure there was no death. Both. Just throw fish at him if it got too serious.
Huh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
When I asked Debbie, like, what would her strategy be, it was like, you know, she would, like, dress up nice and seduce the bear, like Bugs Bunny style, and then, like, low blow it or something.
I can imagine that. That's so good. No, I'd probably be the one, like, with the honey and the fish, like, trying to distract the bear, and then, like, just, like, running away with the food, so it's, oh, I don't know.
Like a jar of honey under, like, the box held up by the stick or something.
Yeah! Yeah. A nice friendly bear trap. We don't have any horrible bear traps here, just nice friendly bear trap. Just get Winnie the Pooh in to translate, it's fine.
Winnie the Pooh's a pervert. He doesn't wear any pants.
Have you seen the picture where it's actually like how Winnie the Pooh got his top, and it was like Mickey Mouse cutting off the top half of his outfit because he wears the red shorts?
I've not seen that,
So-
no.
It's like Mickey Mouse is wearing like a wee red like play suit, and then he's like, no, Winnie the Pooh's naked, so I'm gonna cut the top of it and give him the top of it, and I'm gonna keep wearing the shorts. It's amazing. God, this bear putting up a fight.
That's a fair point, Jen. Like, you know, clothes are for losers. That's my motto.
Bear wears this hockey gear very well as well.
Yeah, I'm very much in the, like, if I don't have to go out, I'm not putting on clothes stage in my life. Not proper clothes, I'm obviously wearing stuff right now. I'm actually wearing the Emily Hayden t-shirt right now.
Yay! Toasty? A little toaster?
Yep.
Yeah. Yay!
Right. Round 3.
Oh my gosh. Oh, on his head.
He's spamming the brain busters. Uh-oh. Oh no! Airplane spin!
Bear. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, airplane spin again.
Oh no. He could have at least taken you for a picnic first.
Yeah. Damn fine elbow.
Hey.
Right, so, do you still want Wayne or do you want one of the other bears for your one?
I'm gonna keep Wayne.
Alright, and who is Wayne going to wrestle?
Had to think about this, and hopefully we can get him.
Alright.
Brett the Hitman Hart, only because he has an ice hockey team.
Ah, Calgary Hitman.
Yeah.
So you're big into
So I
ice
was
hockey
like-
then?
Yeah, I love the ice hockey.
Who's your team?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Ah,
And Belfast Giants, obviously, home team.
my,
Home team with Belfast Giants.
the only one I own is the Montreal Canadiens top.
Yeah.
So here we go, Bret Hart versus Wayne Gritzley.
Yeah.
Fight!
Do it for the ice hockey boys. Do it.
Shit, Bret Hart's trying to start things out with a pile driver.
Oh no, airplane spin. I bet Bret Hart's getting beat up quite a lot here. I just sound like a total bot to this music as well.
If nothing else, I'm good at picking music for the game.
You're good at everything. Don't put yourself down. The music's great. The banter's great. The creative's great. It's great.
Oh, Bret Hart's going to the eyes.
Oh. Oh. Bret Hart's not having a good time here, is he?
Well, certainly not.
Oh, nice arm guys.
This is mid to late 90s Bret Hart.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Is he woken up? No.
I mean, the Bears.
It's just gonna happen.
The Bears have had their fair share of losses.
Yeah.
Aisha Raymond beat the Bear.
Oh my goodness.
Tyler Bate beat the Bear. Chris Hero beat the Bear. Effie beat the Bear. WCW 90s jobber Brad Armstrong beat the Bear. Oh yeah,
Nah,
you do have to watch for the bear hug.
the bear hug. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, oh my gosh, all the punches.
beautiful suplex done there.
Yep. Oh my gosh. They're savage.
I will note that Aisha Raymond, the winning blow was a headbutt. She headbutted a bear into unconsciousness.
In real life or in the game?
Yes.
Both. How she knew what to do. Oh my gosh. Roll him up there and punch him in the face.
Come on, Brett, you can do this.
Oh. I don't know who to cheer for, the bear or Bret Hart.
I was always a big Bret Hart fan, so
I was very much a Mr. Perfect and Jake the Snake girl.
Oh, I always liked them as well.
Yeah, I ended up, because obviously I came into the game so late, and I got a lot of criticism from my male friends at the time that I was only watching the wrestling for the half-naked men, and I
Of course.
didn't take too well to that, so I went and bought all of the anthologies to all of the old matches. I got all the encyclopedias, I read up on all the history, and tried to just educate myself as much as I could on everything that had happened beforehand, so that no one could turn around to me and say, "Oh, you're only here and you're only watching because it's the half-naked man." No.
Like, that's the thing, like, because like so many women get that, and
Yeah.
yet a lot of the women I know are among like the most knowledgeable wrestling fans that I know, and as far as like stuff like history and like vastness of knowledge regarding like different promotions and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, your
Like-
Linguaro boy in the chat says he's cheering the bear.
Money! My boy! Yes. There's definitely nothing wrong with half-naked man. Very nice in the eye. But I mean, I used to get so annoyed because that's all my male friends focused on, was that, not the fact that I wanted to learn and I wanted to ask questions. It was always like pushed to the side, like, oh, you're just here to not even to take part in this, you're just here to look at them. And I was like, no, I think you'll find that I'm actually really interested in everything. And,
Oh, Brett's down. The bear wins.
Oh no, the bear wins! Yeah, so I did all that so that they could turn around to me and say that I wasn't invested in the sport and that I didn't love the sport as much as the guys did. And these were guys that used to deem the women's match piss breaks.
Oh yeah, that old chestnut.
Yeah, and I would always used to just leave me at my seat and I'd just sit and continue watching, because no matter what, it was wrestling at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I was gonna watch it and take as much of it in and do all that, and that's why I'm so glad that I'm part of the business now, and I absolutely still adore the business now. Very stressful, but
God, yeah.
it's completely worth it, and I wish I could go back and tell Joe at that point I was what.
Alright, that's Jen in the chat.
2008.
Guaranteed those same guys always got a stunner during the women's matches though. No.
I know, so that was over a decade ago, and I wish I could go back and tell myself that, Joe, that it's all grand, and one day you're going to be involved, and that, Joe, don't be listening to all the guys that are saying that you're all that, and all the horrible YouTube comments I used to get on my YouTube channel.
Just
You know.
to address Fake Brag, a stunner, like STAUNER, is a Scottish word for a boner. Although funny you say that, like, because so Chris Renfrew used to use a stunner as a finisher.
Love Chris
But-
Radford.
Oh, and but he called it the stoner. But the first time I heard it called on commentary, I legit thought like Billy Kirkwood was screaming stoner during the match. Right, so that'll about wrap it up. So
Yeah.
Hayley, where can people find you on the internet?
They can find me on Twitter at, I have Hayley Ref, I believe, is my new account for any ref shenanigans on there. Or you can also find me at HayleyTheTiny, which is where I usually am most of the day, 24 hours. And you can also find me on Instagram just at Hayley_the_tiny is on there. And yeah, I just post pictures on there, but that's the two places. If you're ever over in Belfast, head up Titanic Wrestling or the Wrestling Live. That is where I usually referee, and hopefully in the future, at some point, I'll be over in the UK, hopefully doing a couple matches as well. But ref nanigans, I see what you did there. But yeah, that's where you can all find me, and I think I'm Hayley the Ref on Facebook as well, but I don't really post on that very much. But yeah. That's where you can find me. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on stream. I've had like an amazing night, and it's been so much fun, and I've really enjoyed it.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for coming on. We're going to raid Killer Kelly.
Oh yes.
Because she is currently she's literally not long went live, and she's playing Outlast. She's one of our previous entrants, so we're going to raid her. Go tell her we said hello, and I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be on my friend Jordan's channel at Fair City Hooligan at 7 PM UK time, which is going to be a wrestling pub quiz raising money for Capability Scotland. And then afterwards I'm going to jump back on here and just mess about on Fire Pro for a bit. First of all, do those matches that I had to write down. Then I'll be on Sunday with Sean Walker. I'll be on Monday with my friend Stu, and I'll have Christopher Saint on Wednesday. And a week on Sunday we'll have Faye Jackson and more stuff in between, hopefully. We're raiding Killer Kelly. Catch yous later, everyone. Bye for now.